Sri Lanka.
Good evening. This is the National News Telecast. I'm Uvin Hettiarachchi.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Sharifa Tahir. Let's take a look at the headlines.
No confidence debate continues for a second day. The president ready to direct the country towards an export-oriented economy. The election commissioner says that the presidential election will definitely be held this year. Rajarata University introduces a Nil Katarolu body lotion. 3 armed gang members who attempted to rob Haiti Central Bank shot dead.
Now on to those and more stories in detail on today's top story. Today is the second day of the debate of the no confidence motion against Speaker Mahinda Abeyewardena. The relevant vote is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
Parliamentarian Iran Vikramaratne said that he got to know that the Speaker is acting as the chairman of the Coordination Committee of the Valigama Pradeshia Sabha that is also not suitable for his position as the Speaker. Mr. Susil Premajan said that the matter of being the chairman of the Valigama Development Committee is not mentioned in any place of his motion. Therefore, this no confidence motion is not complete. The content in the motion is not relevant to the clauses of the Constitution. Parliamentarian Anurakumara Dissanayake said that only 30 minutes have been given to him for the entire 3 days. The opposition leader ruined nearly a period of 2 hours saying nonsense. Therefore, he requested not to reduce the time allocated to him. He further said that the Speaker does not behave impartially. Not only the Speaker, many at this Parliament do not act in a responsible manner. Therefore, the people have lost their trust in the parliamentary system. Minister Nimal Siripala De Silva said that when the opposition leader wastes their time, the Speaker did not control it. Parliamentarian Mahindananda Lutgamage said that at the time of the Aragale, opposition parties proposed to elect the Speaker as the President of the country. However, the Speaker remained silent at that time. The opposition once proposed the Speaker's name for the presidency, but now bring the no confidence motion. State Minister Shantha Bandara said that the opposition speaks about the rule of law and security when at the vote to appoint the IGP, the opposition leader did not turn up for voting. This opposition does not act according to the constitution. They want to pull the country into an anarchy. State Minister Diana Gamage said that 1 day of this parliament costs over 9 million rupees. Bringing no confidence motions has become a joke at present. Clearly knowing that they have no majority in the House, already the present no confidence motion. Large amount of tax of the people was ruined during this period. The opposition wants to ruin public money. President Ranil Wickremesinghe highlighted that if Sri Lanka continues to rely on borrowing to address the imbalance between imports and exports, the nation will inevitably confront another economic crisis within a decade. Additionally, he underscored his vision to establish economic stability and expedite the transformation of Sri Lanka into an export-oriented economy.
He made these remarks during his attendance at the inauguration ceremony of the Bodhigara and Golden Fence constructed as the historic Mangedara Tampetiya Viharaya in Kegal today. The President said that a new law is set to be introduced at the Parliament in April alongside another legislation aimed at improving the financial governance within the government. The President, who visited the historic Mangedara Tampetiya temple in Kegal, unveiled a commemorative plaque inaugurating the new Bodhigara and the Golden Fence and offered flowers at the Bodhigara. The new Bodhigara and the Golden Fence were erected following guidance from the chief incumbent of the Viharaya and the others. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the ongoing discussions are reaching their last phase and we anticipate wrapping them up by tomorrow. Following that, our objective is to proceed with negotiations involving the countries that have provided loans to us. The President said that this process is being overseen by France, Japan and India, who are chairing the discussion involving all countries that have officially lent money to us. Local staff and International Monetary Fund are anticipating to reach a staff-level agreement this weekend after concluding their discussions. Concurrently, discussions with China are ongoing and discussions with private creditors are also underway. The Ex-Secretary, the Minister of Finance and Governor of the Central Bank are scheduled to return from Europe to engage in discussions with the groups. President Wickremesinghe said that following declaration of bankruptcy-free status, a joint meeting with the World Bank and the IMF is planned for April. Subsequently, the relevant agreement is expected to be signed shortly thereafter. He said that the government aims to complete all these tasks by June and July, especially considering the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections. It is crucial to finish these activities before the elections. Once completed, we will demonstrate to the world that we are capable of repaying our debts, which will lead the return and the money that haven't reached yet and increase the country's dollar reserves. The rupee has been strengthening. It is expected to reach 280 rupees by June, leading to a decrease in the price of goods. We anticipate rupee will continue to strengthen the next year as well, the President said. Moreover, salaries of the government employees have increased by 10,000 rupees before the Sinhala Tamil New Year. Additionally, Aswasam program has introduced to provide benefits 3 times higher than Samruddhi to the people, with the number of beneficiary families increased from 800,000 to 2.4 million. He said that stabilizing the country's economy alone will not solve our problems because we are currently reliant on imports, leading to a trade imbalance where exports are lower than imports. The gap is often bridged through foreign loans, which is for another reason for economic crisis of about a decade. He also said to prevent such a scenario, the government plans to hold discussions with the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and to initiate a program aimed at swiftly transitioning the country towards an export-oriented economy. The fundamental step, we have introduced an agricultural modernization program which will require another 6 to 7 years to reach success. He also said that it is worth mentioning that the proposed new law aims to foster economic stability and transition the country towards an export-based economy. The government plans to present the law to the Parliament by April. The President said that additionally another law focused on financial governance within the government will be introduced, enabling us to sustain economic activities effectively.
Election Commissioner Saman Sriratnayaka says that the presidential election will definitely be held this year. He explained regarding this matter at a press briefing held this morning. Election Commissioner Saman Sriratnayaka said that it is compulsory to hold the presidential election this year. 42 candidates placed deposits for the last presidential election and 35 candidates contested. There are about 80 active political parties in the country at present, and independent individuals may also contest the election. The Election Commission expects all these candidates may abide by the existing election rules and regulations, especially they must follow the provisions of the Election Expenses Regulatory Act. All relevant stakeholders should extend their support to the utmost to conduct future elections free and fair manner.
A special discussion of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna was held at the port offices at Nelum Mawatha under the patronage of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that attention was focused on holding the May Day celebrations. The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna is ready to contest any election in the future, whether it may be a presidential or a general election. The party has sufficient number of candidates. State Minister Arundika Fernandez said that the party will deal with President as a government. The party is to take the best decision. May Day is a trade union related activity. The party has a large number of trade unions to organize this event. Parliamentarian Gamini Lokuge said that discussions were held with regard to the May Day celebration. The party has already booked a Campbell Park for the purpose. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said that the President is with the Lotus Bud. Therefore, Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna will not back any party. All sister parties are with the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna.
Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena, who was participating in the International Transport Summit organized by the World Bank in Washington, returned to the island today. he came back to the island urgently to take part in the debate of the no-confidence motion against the Speaker in Parliament. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that he left the island on the 17th to take part in the International Summit in Washington on transformation of transport in 2024. Then the Sri Lankan Embassy in Washington informed that the President had asked him to come back to Sri Lanka as soon as possible. The minister has explained that Sri Lanka should represent the summit as all facilities including air tickets and hotel accommodations have been provided by the World Bank. Then the President stressed that there is a no-confidence motion against the head of the legislature. Therefore, all ministers should come back to vote for him. Speaker is the person who acts in a wise manner to save the Parliament and the parliamentary democracy at the Aragale period. The minister added that he returned to the island to express gratitude towards the Speaker.
The Rajarata movement today staged a protest in Colombo. The confrontational situation occurred between the protesters and the police. At the moment, 33 persons were taken into police custody. This protest was organized considering several matters, including price hike of consumer items and signing agreements with foreign countries. The protest campaign was held in front of the Colombo Fort railway station.
The Meteorology Department says that the temporary change may occur in the excessive heat weather condition in the country from tomorrow. The department forecasts that showers may occur in several areas during the latter part of the day from tomorrow. Accordingly, showers or thunder showers will be experienced in several areas in the western Sabaragamu and eastern provinces and in the Nuwara, Galle and Matara districts during the night. Mainly dry weather condition will prevail in the rest of the areas. A misty condition may occur in some places of the central and Sabaragamu provinces and in the Galle and Kalutara districts. This weather pattern may last until the 24th of this month. Director General of Meteorology Department Atula Karunanayaka says that during this period, the excessive heat condition may ease to some extent. Director General of the Meteorology Department, Atula Karunanayaka, said that a temporary increase of rainy condition may occur from tomorrow until the 24th or 25th of this month. However, slight increase of the prevailing heat condition may continue in the coming weeks. The sun rises overhead in the island from the 5th to the 15th of April. Therefore, the excessive heat condition may last until April.
එතකොට එවැනි අවස්ථාවකදී සූර්ය ශක්තිය හොඳින් ලැබෙන හින්දා උණුසුම් කාලගුණික තත්ත්වය තවදුරටත් පවතින හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි සැලකිය යුතු වර්ෂාපතනයක් අප්‍රේල් 15 පස්සේ ලැබුණාට පස්සේ ක්‍රමක්‍රමයෙන් මේ උණුසුම
Meanwhile, our correspondent stated that several areas in the Puttalam district including Nathandia, Maravilla and Mahawava experienced rains from last night to this morning. President Ranil Wickremesinghe and Professor Maitri Wickremesinghe were in attendance together at the My Tribute concert headlined by Shenuk Vijayasinghe featuring musicians Soundari David Rodrigo and Niranjan De Silva yesterday.
The My Tribute concert was hosted at the Lionel Van Theatre in Colombo with Christo Prince on drums. The event also featured guest artists Nadine Olegaseram and Hemal Kuruvitarachi, accompanied by Shenuk Vijayasinghe and backed by the soul sounds of the academic choir and the harmonics choir of the Sound Soul Academy. Shenuk Vijayasinghe completed his primary and secondary education at Lyceum International School, Wattala. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree with honours in International Business Management from Staffordshire University in London. He began his journey in singing at the age of 5. Mr. Shenuk has earned prestigious associate title from the Royal School of London, singing under the guidance of Soundari David Rodrigo and Chiho Mak. The renowned artist Shenuk Vijayasinghe has showcased his multifaceted talent in singing, instrumental performance, acting and winning numerous awards and accolades both nationally and internationally. The concert attracted a large number of fans, local and international.
Nilkatarolu is a variety of flower that is full of medicinal quality. Various food items and beverages prepared with Nilkatarolu flowers are popular within the society these days. Meanwhile, University of Rajarata was prepared a beauty culture cream using Nilkatarolu flowers. This herbal cream has been introduced as a result of a research conducted by final year student Salia Madhuvanta Bandara and a team of Rajarata University lecturers. Accordingly, the medicine has been named as RXC Blue Butterfly Body Lotion. This project has been implemented to promote businesses initiated by the university students. This lotion is meant to provide natural fairness to human skin. The university also expects to motivate students to start businesses and entrepreneurship. This Nil Katarolu body lotion was introduced to the local market today. Vice Chancellor of the Rajarata University, Professor G.A.S. Guinea and a group of lecturers and staff members were present at this occasion.
A report of the State Finance Committee over the prior salary hike of the central bank employees was presented in Parliament today. The committee has recommended that the salary hike is not unreasonable amidst the prevailing economic conditions of the country. Parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva said that the State Financial Committee is of the strong opinion this salary hike is injustifiable. Parliamentarian Lakshman Kiriyala said that it is clearly stated in the relevant report that the central bank is accountable to the Parliament. He would like to know whether the problem is created by this government. State Minister Shahan Semasinghe said the problem was not created by both Government and Finance Ministry. It is clearly stated that it is not a problem created by the Ministry of Finance. Parliamentarian Nimal Lanza said that they increased their salary without consent of the government or the cabinet of ministers. The government does not oppose the salary increase as a policy. The government is only against the manner of the salaries were increased. If the system was to solve this, the parliamentarian Lakshman Kiriyala should clarify on this. There is no system of solution for the problem. The central bank cannot be made independent entity. The central bank has acted beyond its power to get this benefit. Prime Minister has expressed his gratitude to the Microsoft company for the contribution to enhance the digital infrastructure in Sri Lanka, especially the educational and social welfare sectors.
Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena expressed his views when a team of top-level officers of Microsoft company headed by its India and South Asia chairman Praneeth Chandok. The meeting was held at the Temple Trees. Praneeth Chandok explained Microsoft activities in Sri Lanka during the past 2 decades to the Prime Minister. Summarizing their services, the Microsoft company has now come forward to help the inclusion of artificial intelligence education in the school curriculum in Sri Lanka. The pilot project in this connection is being implemented at 20 schools in the island at present. The Microsoft delegation also clarified on the proposed computer-related programs in the upcoming 20 years. Microsoft Sri Lanka manager Harsha Randenia, parliamentarian Yadamini Gunawardena and many others were present at this occasion. The President's Media Division launched the Kaleidoscope 2024 Screen Media for Gen Z initiative aimed at equipping school students with practical media knowledge.
The program, inaugurated today at the Sri Lanka Institute of Development Administration, is a collaborative effort with the advisory board comprising representatives from Presidential Secretariat, Ministry of Education, public and private media entities, academia and industry experts. Its initial phase, 158 students from 31 schools with active media units have been chosen to participate in a 16-week program conducted once a month, and Lanka IOC supports the initiative. The program is in the second phase. Students will receive a 6 additional days of education.
About 850,000 foreign tourists have arrived in the island from the Bandaranayake International Airport in Katunayake during the past period of this year. The airport and aviation services says that it is a significant growth when compared to the same period last year. Quoting a statement made by the chairman of the company, Atula Galketiya, the President's Media Division says that the Bandaranayake International Airport expects to handle 10 million passengers during this year. The amount was 5 million during the year 2022 and the amount increased up to 8 million last year. The PMD announces that this development is mainly due to the economic program initiated by President Ranil Wickremesinghe and the peaceful environment developed in the country.
Now for a look at some more local items in brief. Planting of seeds to obtain saplings needed for the National Tree Planting event at the auspicious time was held at the Ministry of Agriculture this morning under the patronage of Minister Mahinda Amaravira. The minister said that the paddy cultivation in the country has achieved a 20% progress during the past year. The film Albodoroda, directed by veteran director Ashoka Handagama, was screened at the New Arts Theatre in Colombo University. Ashoka Handagama is a veteran actor Malcolm Machado were felicitated by the university students. The Air Force Excellence Award ceremony was held recently under the patronage of Air Force Commander Air Marshal Udeni Rajapaksa. The emergency treatment unit of the Kotagala Hospital was constructed as a cost of 3 million rupees was vested with the public yesterday. Governor of the Central Province Lalit Yua Gamage graced the occasion as the chief guest. This event was organized under the guidance of the chief incumbent of the Katapitiya Purana Viharya. We'll be back with foreign news after a short break.
Cricket fever රටට බෝවෙලා ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී එක්කල ෆන් ඩබල් වෙලා කෙලෝ ස්පයිසි කොල්ලෝ හැම්මි ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී මී වින් මැච් එක ෆන් කරවයි ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී මී hot and spicy රසද ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී කනකොට අපරේ බීට් එකේ නැට වෙයි සෙට් එක තාලෙට ගස්සල බවුන්ඩරි උඩින් කප් එක උස්සමුදේ තීචියර කරමු හදවතින් ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී big match fun ඩ්‍රීම කොත්තුඹී තියනකම්.
Welcome back. We move on to news overseas now. Police in Haiti have killed at least 3 people while repelling an attack on the country's central bank.
Armed gangs are now ruling most parts of the capital Port-au-Prince as international communities search ways and means solving the ongoing crisis. A group of criminals targeted the Bank of the Republic of Haiti today, leaving up to 4 dead and a guard injured. Haiti has been traumatized by weeks of violence after gangs raided prisons, released thousands of convicts and forced the Prime Minister to resign. Approximately 3 to 4 of the criminal gang have been killed in the attack. Police have been trying to recapture areas of the Port-au-Prince held by the reputable gang leader Jimmy Charaz. The power struggle has led to an uptick in violence, including gunfights on the streets of Haiti. According to Haitians, they could not see the end of what's happening in the Caribbean country, with Port-au-Prince and the surrounding region under a month-long state of emergency.
In Papua New Guinea, torrential rain triggered floods and landslides, leaving at least 23 dead. According to the 2022 World Risk Index, Papua New Guinea is ranked as the world's 16th most at-risk country to climate change and natural hazards. Mountain and coastal provinces in the southeastern Pacific island have been flooded, with one coastal village considering relocating due to rising sea levels. 23 people were killed and their corpses still buried under tons of mud and soil as a landslide hit in a hilly region. Torrential rain and king tides washed away homes and food gardens today. A mother and her child died in another landslide in the Highlands province of Chimbu, said the acting director of the National Disaster Center. Coastal communities in the Gulf province south of Chimbu has been inundated. Community members have discussed potential options for relocating the village.
At least 30 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike at the Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza today. Israeli military said it launched an airstrike targeting the house in Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. Rescue operations were still underway as some victims were believed to be trapped under the rubble of the 3-floor building. At least 31,553 Palestinians have been killed and 73,546 wounded since Israel started its offensive on Gaza.
French media reports that a total of 28 people have been jailed for up to 18 months for the harassment of an influencer in France's largest cyberbullying case to date. Judges found the accused guilty of harassing Magali Berda, spurred on by a campaign by the French rapper Booba against thieving influences. The court in Paris declares that the harassment had real consequences to Magali Berda's mental health. The French rapper is facing a separate trial and denies aggravated harassment. Magali Berda's lawyers mentioned that the post from the French rapper Booba encouraged a mob of people online to send hateful and insulting messages to their client, which was denied by the infamous rapper. The court said that each of the defendants made a conscious choice to join in with the cyberbullying. The accused were aged between 20 and 49. They received jail terms ranging from 4 to 18 months, some of which were suspended.
Prima Kotumi, Pantamai.
Moving on to sports news, International Cricket Council has imposed a ban on 2 international matches against Sri Lankan all-rounder Banindu Hasaranga.
This decision has been taken against him staging a protest against our umpire's decision at the 3rd ODI match against Bangladesh. The International Cricket Council points out that Hasaranga has grabbed his cap from the hands of the umpire at the 37th over, subjecting the umpire to uneasiness. Therefore, he has been given a 3 demerit points and imposed a 50% of the slash from his match fee. Banindu Hasaranga has obtained 8 demerits points within a period of 2 years. Accordingly, he will be banned 2 test matches or 4 ODIs or T20 matches. Accordingly, he will lose the upcoming 2 test match against Bangladesh. Earlier during the Afghan tour, Sri Lanka, he was imposed a ban of 2 T20 matches. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka ODI captain Kusal Mendis has also imposed a fine of 50% of his match fee for violating ICC rules.
Prima Stella Set Yogurt.
That's it for tonight's English News telecast. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
Good night.